yeah. I don't believe in destiny, I just do what's best for me. Don't listen to my enemies, they're just full of jealousy. Yeah, this legacy, you gon' see what's left of me. You gon' see success in me, you ain't seen the rest of me. I just wanna be the best at what I know, better than the rest, just watch me grow. Put me to the test and watch me go. This is my quest, I'ma make it known. They call me obsessive, oh I know. Call me selective with my notes, call me aggressive with my flow, call me offensive even though Joe, I ain't gonna lie, life's tough. Try to get by, life's rough. Try to do it right, it's not enough. Even though you try, you still mess up. But I'm still gonna fight for what I love, still gonna die for what I love, still gonna try, I won't give up, still gonna fight until I've won. They say I'm way too obsessed and I've got nothing left, and I'm not quite there yet, but those words they'll regret, cause I've got something left and I'm not giving in. I will not let them win.
Alright, see, the recording, when I was uploading it, for some reason my phone just deleted the recording entirely, and I couldn't upload it, so I was having difficulties with that, and I had to go to where I saved it, and I can't re-download it for some reason, so I'm just gonna have to, record it like this. And, pretty much the intro for this video is pretty bad, because it's not true anymore, but it was true the day I recorded it. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna try to upload some more videos. I'm gonna continuously record. I'm probably gonna record, I'm gonna try to record part 2 to what if Deku had Naruto's powers, and I'm gonna post a new what if. I'm gonna try to do it today, even though it's kind of late. I'm gonna make both of those videos, or I'm gonna try to make both of those videos at least 20 minutes. So yeah, let me just shut up and play the video. But yeah, if you watch What If Naruto, or What If Deku had Naruto's powers, then you would know I was gonna upload this. But if you didn't, yeah, it's interesting, so you should definitely watch it. But anyway, this is What If Deku had Sasuke's powers, and I'm gonna do the same thing here as I did in What If Deku had Naruto's powers. I'm going to pretty much give him like all of their Sasuke's past abilities like off rip, because excuse me, because I don't really know how he's gonna obtain them unless it's in a dire moment, which I don't really think they're gonna be in one of those, even with like Naruto and Sasuke KCM to Mangekyo abilities. So I'm just gonna give him, he already is gonna have the EMS, but he's not gonna be able to use the EMS. He has to go through some sort of trauma to unlock that. He's gonna be born with the Rinnegan though, in one eye only, so there's that. And yeah, let's get started, I guess. We start off when Naruto's a baby, and I said Naruto, goddamn it, Deku is a baby, and he's got the baby Naruto, or baby Deku, goddamn it, baby Deku is born, and the doctors are looking at him, and one eye is green, and the other eye is purple, or like a pinkish purple color. I really did forget what the Rinnegan looks like. That's crazy. Anyway, yeah, they're confused and like they were like, what's wrong with his eye? And they can see like the turmoil. And I'm thinking like Sasuke has like 6, I think, in there. I think 6. And they're really confused, like, what the hell is this? And they think it's probably like his quirk activating early, but it really isn't. And Deku grows up with this eye, and he ends up having like an ability, like this one time when Bakugo and Deku were wrestling at like what 4 years old. They were wrestling, and Bakugo was on top of Deku. Deku tried to push him away, but he wasn't strong enough, and ended up accidentally using one of his Rinnegan abilities, pushing Bakugo away from him, sending Bakugo flying backwards, which injures Bakugo when he gets banged into a wall. And then Mitsuki see what happens, and same with Inko, and Mitsuki's mad that, Deku just did that to Bakugo, and Inko thinks that it's his quirk again, or quirk that's activated. And she brings the quirk doctor, but he's stated to be quirkless. And this makes Baby Deku cry, but then he remembers the fact that he just pushed Bakugo without, literally physically pushing him. So he's like, maybe he can, train, and he's always been able, to see weird stuff, too, that seemingly other people can't see. And Deku ends up training with this ability for a year, and trying to use or find out his Rinnegan abilities, because he doesn't actually know what the Rinnegan abilities are. It's not like he can go act like somebody that's used a Rinnegan before. Yeah. Anyway. And of course, torture. Give me a moment. He ends up training for a year, and he's 5, and Baku unlocks his quirk, and he's like, Deku, now I can finally beat you with your quirk. And Deku, since he's trained with his Rinnegan for a year, he's found something. This scroll that he found it. He found it while he was hiking with his mom, or camping, with his mom, and he picked it up and grabbed it, and seeing all the stuff that was in it. And he's smart, so he was able to read what some of it said. It was saying that it was saying that, or pretty much explaining all of Sasuke's abilities, all of them on a platter. And then when Deku was reading over it, he seen Almighty push and pull, and stuff like that. And he's like, okay, that's some of the abilities that I have, so this has to be. Sorry, my mic is. Anyway, Deku pretty much has been reading off this scroll for a few months, but he's trying to get this chakra control thing down. It's kind of difficult, but he's getting there. But anyway, Bakugo wanting to fight Deku, thinking that he's gotten way more powerful than Deku just because it's just Guida's quirk, which he's really not. He's nowhere near as strong as Deku, because Deku could literally just push him away and probably make him fall into a wall again. Bakugo uses his small explosion, but Deku dodges barely, because they're not grown men. They're not boxing for real. And Deku pushes Bakugo away, sending him into another wall. This hurts Bakugo and makes him cry, and everybody, blames Deku. And Deku gets sent to the principal's office, and he's like, what? Bakugo started it, though. And yeah, he pretty much gets yelled at by the principal, and the principal.
Oh, god damn it. Here we go again. Damn a minute.
This hurts Bakugo and makes him cry, and everybody, blames Deku. And Deku gets sent to the principal's office, and he's like, what? Bakugo started it, though. And yeah, he pretty much gets yelled at by the principal, and the principal calls his mom, and all that. And Inko is like, whatever. She cares, but she's not mad at Deku. Yeah, she's not mad at Deku. And Deku, he's after this, he really doesn't like Bakugo like that, because he's been trying to mess with him, trying to fight him, and Deku's pretty much been ignoring him. But Deku's been slowly gaining his abilities, he's learned how to use fireball jutsu and stuff like that. A few years later, when he's about 10 years old, Deku is coming home to Inko from school, because he can walk there. It's a walking distance. It really isn't that far. He's walking home from school, and he gets into the house, and he sees a villain killing his mom. And him seeing this makes him unlock the Sharingan, seeing this happen to his own mother. And he immediately jumps at the villain, but the villain smacks him away, only to beat on Inko even more, even though she's already half dead. And this really breaks Deku. Deku, seeing this, he gets back up, using his chakra to make a fireball that's actually pretty big. And seeing this, the villain tries to protect himself, but the fireball is massive, and he starts burning by this. And he sees water nearby, and a bowl, and he pours it on top of himself, and it doesn't really do that much to the fire, because it's that goddamn intense. God damn it, stop doing that. The villain still ends up burning, and after this happens, he tries to run away, and like finds a nearby pond. And this whole time that he's running away, Deku is following him. He's like on heavy pursuit, and seeing this, the villain goes, "I'm going to kill more people if you can continue to follow me." And Deku, determined on catching him so he doesn't kill any more people, uses one of his other Rinnegan abilities for the first time, which is Sasuke's teleportation ability, which pretty much has him swap places with someone, something, you know. And I'm gonna say that like the villain's carrying like a weapon or something. I don't know. And the Deku teleports into that. Deku teleports into that, and this shocking the villain, and this shocks the villain, and Deku goes for a punch, but he's damn near knocked out from just using that one ability, since that ability takes a lot of chakra. And he doesn't have that much. God damn it. He doesn't have that much chakra, or as much chakra as, you know, strong people, like strong people in like the Naruto universe. So he kind of passes out, and this villain gets ready to kill Deku, but then out of nowhere, Bakugo comes in, actually saving Deku, and then this villain tries to, since Bakugo's in the way, he tries to kill Bakugo, but Bakugo is barely able to dodge his first attack, and this is when Deku wakes up, and Bakugo gets grabbed right when Deku wakes up, and then Deku sees Bakugo getting beat. He's getting beat insanely bad, and Deku, seeing this, unlocks his Mangekyo. And yeah, I know this is super early in this series, but like, like, why not, man? Why not? Just like, why not? I wanted to make them OP in the beginning. You're probably not gonna see as long as dragged out story as Naruto. The Naruto one is gonna be what if they got Naruto's powers, because you know he doesn't have like KCM or none of that yet. So yeah, that's probably gonna take longer. But yeah, this one's probably gonna be a shorter what if than that one. Anyway, yeah, seeing this, Deku unlocks his Mangekyo and literally uses Amaterasu and burns the villain. Burns the villain crispy, and this villain cannot take this type of heat, and actually starts slowly, his whole body is starting to slowly burn. He's burning to death, and he drops Bakugo, and Bakugo is already bloody and battered. And Deku, seeing this, and has enough strength to grab Bakugo and get out of there after killing the villain. Yeah, Deku's already got one kill on his record, bro. That's crazy. That is really crazy. Anyway, Deku is running away with a Bakugo, but he doesn't know where to go anymore. And Bakugo tells him, since he's still awake, but he's bleeding heavy, he tells him they should go to his house, and they get to the house,
Again? Damn. Alright, hold on, guys. Give me a minute. I was talking about how they did Bakugo's house to clarify.
and Mitsuki opens the door and sees Bakugo bloody and battered, and same with Deku, since, he was getting pushed around too. He wasn't just sitting there watching. He was the one that actually killed the villain. And then Deku explains what happens and then passes out. Seeing this, hearing what happened, Mitsuki calls the police and tells them everything that she just heard. And after hearing this, the police find the villain's burnt corpse. It's not really a corpse, it's more like ashes.
Yeah, don't mind my crackhead laugh. Yeah, that I just noticed that made me sound like a crackhead, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, we just gonna ignore that.
The villain was burned to ashes, literally, at the described location. And they thinking that this kid has, intense firepower that could literally kill people. And Doug can turn the flames off whenever he feels like it, since he has flame control, obviously, and he's able to make them whatever shape he feels like it. It's just whatever. But yeah. Anyway, Deku. No, not again. Not again. Okay, anyway, as I was saying, Deku, yeah, after everybody knowing that his mom died, he has to live with Bakugo, and Bakugo, knowing what happened, treats him nicer, and it's not as mean, and knowing that they kind of saved each other's lives when Bakugo, saved him from getting killed and the first time, but after that guy beat up, Deku and Bakugo treat each other like brothers right after this. It's why not, bro? Anyway, Deku is pretty emo since, what's happened to his own mom dying.
Oh, and the reason I was sighing was because my friend literally said that when I was talking to him about the what if idea. And I'm not gonna lie, when I thought about it, I'm like, God, man, why? Why? Sorry, I keep interrupting the what if, my bad. Okay.
That's tough. At 4 years old? 4 or 5 years old? That's insanely tough. But yeah, Deku ends up, training even harder than he was before to become a hero and just stop villains from ever doing anything like that. Since he's already gotten his revenge, he has no need to, go out of his way to avenge something that nothing happened. His resolve to defeat villains are way stronger. So he's still gonna have his heroic side, but I doubt he's gonna be the same Deku and be as nice to villains as he is in canon. Anyway, like, Shigaraki's probably not getting saved, bro. Like, that man is probably dead, bro, for threatening to kill people, and he already has killed people. Yeah, he's probably already dead, bro. Anyway, yeah, so we time skip all the way to the beginning of MHA. At this point, Deku's pretty much mastered all of his running on abilities, and he's only got, like, his Susanoo to, like, you can just see, like, the skeleton, you can't see the, like, full body, but it's, like the skeleton arms, he only can use those, and that's pretty much it. And Bakugo's pretty strong, too. He gets a huge amp since Deku and Bakugo were training together, so they can become stronger and so they can defeat any villain. Anyway, it's the last day, and during this time, Deku does learn how to use a sword in this time skip. So yeah. Anyway, Deku. Sorry. Oh, and Deku's probably learned all of Sasuke's jutsu. So yeah. Anyway. Yeah, so Deku's sitting in the back of the class, minding his own business, of course, and the teacher says that it's here's the job application test, and then he throws them up and then says, just kidding, I know all of you want to be heroes, and everybody starts using their quirks besides Deku and Bakugo, and then Deku says, or I said Deku, the teacher says, everybody calm down, and he says 2 people want to go to UA, Izuku Midoriya and Katsuki Bakugo, and everybody's like, yeah, they're probably getting in, they're really strong, and Deku and Izuku is like, okay, like, yeah, they already know, they've been training together, there's like nothing really that changes them. Anyway, yeah, after this, Deku ends up going, after the class ends, Deku and Bakugo end up walking towards their house, and no, actually, Deku wants to go to a store, so he says to Bakugo that he's gonna take a separate way, and Bakugo's like, alright, whatever, and Deku starts walking towards the same alleyway that I think it was alleyway, or was it like a bridge? The same bridge he walked on, in the cannon. He starts walking under that, and then he sees that the sludge villain is coming, and the sludge villain turns around the corner and says, I didn't know he was here. I didn't know that monster was here. I need to run. I need to hide. Actually, I need your body. And then Deku looks at him like, what? No? And pretty much dodges the sludge villain as he tries to attack him. And the sludge villain continues to try to attack him, but Deku's just dodging easy. Deku gets ready to use Chidori to see if it'll just cut right through him. And then he notices All Might's coming, so he stops, and All Might comes and says, "I am here," and he just sees Deku just dodging all of the Sludge Villain's attacks, and the Sludge Villain gets ready to run, but then Deku grabs onto the Sludge Villain using electricity to stop the Sludge Villain, and then he tells All Might now, and All Might punches the Sludge Villain. And then, since the Sludge Villain is, all over the place, Deku says, "Nice job," and then starts to walk away. And then All Might says, "Wait, you don't want an autograph?" And Deku's like, "No," because Deku, he likes All Might, but he's not his favorite hero. Well, Deku doesn't have a favorite hero in this What If, and he just plans on only growing stronger so he can, become the #1 hero and, stop pretty much all crime. He wants to do that. He has an ultimate goal, and that's what it is. He will use all of his power to stop that. And it's kind of funny because that's kind of like the opposite of what Sasuke was doing. Sasuke was literally trying to kill people, and Deku's trying to have people not killed. Anyway.
Nope, here we go again. And
Deku ends up walking away, and All Might's like, "Yeah, where get it?" And he starts picking up the Sludge Villain and jumps away. And once Deku goes to the store he buys the stuff that he wants and goes back to Bakugo's house, or him and Bakugo's house. And yeah, the 10 months, Bakugo and Deku just spar. They just train and fight each other through the 10 months. And Deku and Bakugo walk up to UA after 10 months is over for the exams, and neither of them are nervous. And this time, Bakugo sees that Deku brought his sword, and Bakugo sees that Deku brought his sword, and he's like, "You're gonna use your sword, Deku?" And Deku says, "Yeah, of course, Kachan. Shouldn't I take this a bit more serious?" And Bakugo is like, "I guess." Even though he already knows how much of a powerhouse Deku is, so he really doesn't understand why he needs that. And Deku gets prepared. He walks into the building, and you know what? Actually, I'm gonna leave it off here since this video is already damn near at 30 minutes, and I haven't even got.
Hey, don't try to do my intro for me, bro. Come on now. I mean, yeah, I was gonna leave it out there, and I still am. Yeah, I got a lot of work to do. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna try to record, or I might record whatever Deku had Naruto's powers part 2, or I'm gonna record what if Naruto had the system. So yeah, peace out, everybody, and goodbye.